Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an assignment folder in D2L. What you're going to want to do is open up your course shell and click on Assignments on that top bar. You're going to next click New Assignment. Now, when you make an assignment, you're going to want to give it a name, and definitely not my name there. I don't know why that's popping up. Trying to fill in a form there. There we go. I'm just going to call this Homework 1. You can add some instructions in here, like upload a single PDF file of your hand written work. That's what I do to collect my assignments on D2L. So you're going to keep scrolling down. You probably don't need to add an attachment or record any audio unless you want to give like verbal instructions. You're going to leave the submission type of the file submission alone. There are some other options now in D2L, but since you're going to be collecting handwritten work as like PDF file, you want to leave that alone. I usually just do one file per submission, and I keep only the recent one. So like if a student finds out that they have a mistake on problem number 3 for me, what they're going to do is they'll just fix it and then they'll upload a new file. I never even see the first one and we're good to go. I don't get myself an email every time somebody submits something to a Dropbox because it would drive me crazy. But if you want to, you could add your email in there. You can create categories. Since this is a shell that I'm using to create another class, I don't think I have any categories yet in here. You could add some if you wanted to. And some of my classes, I've got upwards of, 45, 50 drop boxes for various things. So I do categorize them, but you don't have to if you don't want to. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to put a 10 in here for a score. I don't think I created a grade book. I did not. So I'll have to do a new grade item, and I'll just get rid of this later. I'm going to call it Homework 1. If I can type, there we go. And you could make categories if you make categories in your grade book, etc. Now, before you hit save and close, because you got so excited that you got down to the bottom, you do want to scroll back up to the top. I'm going to warn you here, you might want to look away from the screen for a moment. So when you scroll back up to the top, you see that there are some tabs underneath the big header, New Assignment. It's got Properties, which is underlined right now in blue, and then there's Restrictions. You need to change the restrictions so that there is a definite end date for this assignment folder. Now, there is a due date option in D2L, but I just use the end date because the due date will still let students submit items to it afterwards. So if you want to do that, you're welcome to do that. But I have a hard end date on my folders so that students cannot submit something after the time that whatever I specify. So I'm going to go ahead and pick an end date here of Thursday, March 26th. I typically use 11:59 p.m., but you could use whatever you wanted to. And if you have a situation where you've got an access student and you need to make a longer time, like for example, if you use this for a test, like if you release a test file at a certain time and then you've got a Dropbox for the students to put in their work with it, then you might have to add some time to that if you have an access student. So you would use this add users to special access. And I don't know if any... Oh, there are some students in here because there's me and obviously a little dummy one. So what you could do is right here, you could change this. If there was a time extension, like if you only open a folder for 2 hours, for example, while you would be giving a test in class and you want the students to complete it and then upload it in that time, you might want to allow a little cushion. If you normally have a 2-hour test, you might want to do 2 hours and 10 minutes, 2 hours and 15 minutes, just to allow for the tech issues that could arise by having them scan it with their phone and uploading it to D2L. So what you could do is change that date. Like I could change this here for myself, the student, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And I think that shows up. Yeah. So all your special access is going to show up at the bottom. So whatever students that you have given special access to, it's going to show up there and you'll know that you have met their accommodations. Now you can go ahead and hit save and close and then instruct your students to upload to that particular assignment. Thanks for watching my video.